Hello, welcome back to my channel, Jordan Mind, Body, and Soul, where we learn to take care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul. And today we have a Trinity topic. So again, a Trinity topic is when we have something that addresses all three, which is self-love, self-care. This topic has been very important for me, especially with last year being as crazy as it was for the world. Financially, socially, spiritually, physically, in any aspect you can think of. Last year was tough. And leaving last year and coming into the new year and having experienced the things that I experienced, it took a great deal of self-love to keep me grounded. Because if I didn't practice it, y'all, I would be crazy. So today I'm gonna give you 5 ways you can practice self-love and self-care. Okay, so number 1, it's important to create me days or me moments once a week. Some people say once a month, but I feel like that is not enough. Once a week. Once a week, even twice a week. For me, it's twice a week, and I'll explain that in a second. But for at least once a week, you want to have a day where you kind of take away everything else and you say, I'm not going to worry about this job right now. I'm not going to worry about that job right now. I'm not going to worry about this commitment over there. I'm just going to take a second and take care of myself, take care of my body. So for me, I have Wellness Wednesdays. So on Wellness Wednesday, I wake up very early. I work out with my friends, and there, we have the support system of having each other together, and we talk about whatever topics are bothering us at the time, and we work out together. So then I'm, physically exerting any type of stress or energy and also adding strength back to my body. I'll do my facial mask, the turmeric mask, which is a video that I already have posted. Check it out. I'll do the turmeric mask, and I'll do a body scrub that one of my clients gave me. And that's every Wednesday. So on Wellness Wednesday, I take time to do that. So making that time, even on those days, on Wednesdays, I'll see if I can squeeze in some time for me to journal, or squeeze in some time for me just to relax and maybe play Mancala, or just do something that allows me to detach from the rest of the world and focus on myself. And that's very vital, because every day, all day, you're here, giving your attention over here. Have to go here, have to do this. Now I'm over here. And you're always moving. We're always giving energy out, but we very rarely get an opportunity to take a moment and look at ourselves and draw energy back to ourselves, draw that same love and attention back to ourselves. I also have self-care Sundays, where it's the same routine. I'll do another turmeric mask and another scrub, and it's a Sunday night, so I usually have time to just kind of calm down, chill, and then relax, take some melatonin, and transition into the new week. And that's 2 days of maintenance. That's 2 days of, hey, what do I need to address? On those days also, if I want to trim my hair, I'll trim my hair. If I want to make sure I'm getting more water in, I use those days to get some more water in, just to kind of like update myself, make sure everything's okay. Those used to also be the days that I scheduled therapy when I was seeing my therapist. It would be on my Wellness Wednesdays that I would, book an appointment with my therapist so that I can add to the wellness, make sure everything's aligned. So that's important, making sure you have days to focus on you, time to focus on you. Secondly, I kind of talked about it a little bit. You want to eat healthy and work out, right? So just like your car, you want to keep gas in it, but you want to keep the right gas in your car. It keeps it going, it keeps it working. Now, it has other things that you have to do to maintain it, but you want to make sure you have gas, because that's going to get you from point A to point B. It's the same thing with your body. You want to give it the right fuel. So for me, eating is very important. Eating healthy is very important. I also have that pescatarian video you can check out just to kind of see like what I usually eat. But I try my very best to eat clean meals, not a lot of greasy food, not a lot of foods high in fat, not a lot of foods that are going to sit on you. Just eating stuff that make you feel good, make you feel healthy, and like you're taking care of your body. In addition to that, you also want to work out, right? If you are consuming a lot of sugars or a lot of fats, you want to make sure you burn that so you can feel better. So you can feel better and your body can run longer. And also, working out is going to help you relieve a lot of stress. Because sometimes when I'm working out, like in my head, I'll picture something that made me mad, and then I'm like, no, and I'm like running, and I'm like, no. Or if it's like a HIIT workout, and I'm like, oh, I'm in competition with that person that made me angry, and it gives you a chance to give that energy towards something that's going to make you feel and look better, instead of like having it just sit in your body. You want to let go of that energy, right? Number 3, this is a big one. You want to minimize stressors, right? So stressors are things that stress you out. You want as little stressors in your life as possible. So I know some of us, we have certain jobs, and in those certain jobs, you may have to perform a certain task. That's inevitable. You have to do that for the job, and that may be stressful. For that, you have to learn to cope with. But outside of that, any extra drama, any extra technicalities, any extra he say, she say, all that stuff is done. That's not it. Let go of it. Remove yourself from it. Anything that's not of a requirement for you in your livelihood has to be booted. There's no room. There's no space. There's no energy needed to entertain anything that stresses you out or brings you anything other than peace. It can be a person. It can be people. It can be things. Anything that keeps you doing anything other than this, it's gotta go. Rip it from the roots. Kick it out. Because you want to be healthy. You want to be happy. You want to be around situations and people that give you energy, that give you attention, that's positive and loving and natural and healing. And that's an equal exchange, right? You do the same thing. But if you have things that are like leeching onto you and it's like really negative and it's stressing you out, it's dragging you down, right? People on their deathbed are not saying, dang, I should have bought that Rolls Royce instead of that Bentley. They're not saying that. They're saying, who do I want around me? What energy do I want around me? Am I happy? Am I happy with what I done? Am I happy with the life that I live? Or did I keep myself in stressful situations? Did I keep myself around people that drained me? That's what you're going to be worried about. So right now, in this moment, get rid of those stressors, because you don't need it. It's just going to give you gray hairs like I have in the back of my head and sleepless nights. It's not worth it. Get your sleep, take your melatonin, cut the snake off, cut it off. 4, financial freedom. So in all that what I said, you want to be around great energy, you want to eat healthy, you want to exercise. A big place like that stresses people out is their job, right? Because your job, you spend so much time there. You give so much energy, so much dedication. You want to make sure that you are at a job that makes you happy and that pays you what you feel is necessary for the work that you do. In that comes financial freedom too, right? So that comes with living below your means. And in the future, I'm going to do a video on like how to save money. But for the sake of right now, financial freedom, you want to live below your means. If you're making a certain amount of money, you don't want to say, oh, well, I'm making this much money, I'm going to spend this much money. No, you live below that. You say, I'm making this much money, I'm going to spend this much money. And all my responsibilities and my needs and my wants are all going to be, addressed within this amount. So learning how to do that, that's something that stresses people out. I was looking up, I did some research on Google. That was the #1 stressor of 2020 and 2021 so far. And I'm pretty sure every year before was finances, right? It's a big topic. People lose friends over money, spouses over money, children over money. Like, you want to make sure you have that financial freedom, because once you say, okay, I have the money to do this, and if I don't like this or I don't want to do this, I still have enough money to be secure to do something else. So the thing that comes with that is financial freedom, and not having constantly worry, is my bill going to be paid? Am I going to be able to pay rent? Am I going to be able to pay the mortgage? Am I going to be able to pay for food? Instead of having to worry about stuff like that, putting yourself in situations where you could be financially free, that's one less thing that's huge that you won't have to worry about. Number 5, do a lot of what you love with people you love, right? A lot of what you love. It can be something as simple as, I like Taco Tuesdays, but Taco Tuesdays really mean a lot to you. You really, really enjoy Taco Tuesdays. Do not miss out on a Taco Tuesday. If it means, I might have to play with my budget, right? Because I'm going back to the financial freedom. I might have to play with my budget and rearrange things and move this over here and do that just so I can go to Taco Tuesday. Do that, because Taco Tuesday makes you really happy. Don't look at the things that make you very happy as burdens. Look at them as blessings. Blessings that you have, capabilities that you have. And then incorporate people you love. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't be okay with doing these things alone, because that's something I had to learn this year. I had to learn how to really enjoy doing the things that I love by myself. And usually I'm like, hey, what you doing? You want to come? But now I'm just like, oh, I'm chilling here. Like, I'm cool. Because this is something I love. This is something I enjoy. But like I said, when you find those things that you love, and you find those things that you can enjoy, and you incorporate doing the things you love with the people you love, it just amplifies the experience. But you better love it just as much doing it yourself. That was just a little bit of how I kind of managed and learned to build in self-care routines for this year. And there are definitely some that can last me like for the future, but also, they might modify or change over time. But make sure you're doing that same thing, okay? So your journey to self-care and to self-love comes from you learning and trying different things. So make sure you're taking that time in those moments to focus on you and build you. This is your self-love routine. This is your self-care routine. Thank you guys for watching. Again, this was a Trinity topic. So we want to make sure with these topics that we're also embracing all these aspects of us, mind, body, and soul. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.